Hi, it's Gina at Tarot and Time in Kent, Connecticut. I'm here to give you a tarot and astrology reading for the week ahead of 4/26. So, happy full moon. Tonight at 11:31 Eastern Standard Time, we are going to have a full Scorpio moon. So this is a really exciting week. The sun has entered Taurus, which is such a fabulous sign. It's ruled by Venus, so it has everything to do with self-love, self-value, self-care. Venus rules anything beautiful, jewelry, wallets, art, all this great stuff. So it's a beautiful season, and tonight we have the opportunity to release something because Scorpio is ruled by the planet Pluto, and Pluto is the planet of transformation. It's often called the charcoal briquette planet because it pretty much makes ash of things. So what is it that you want to transform? What are you ready to let go of? I want you to be thinking about that and writing something down tonight for the full moon. So if you didn't already put out some moon water, basically it's just a jar or a cup covered outside if you can. If not, just put it in a window and let it charge up with the rays of the full moon. So ideally I would do this 3 days before the full moon, but if you didn't do it yet, that's okay. You can do it now. And you can leave it outside for the next 3 days after the full moon. Sometimes I use a big jar and just kind of sip it along the way, but it's fully charged by the 3 days after. So you can drink that, you can make coffee out of it, you can take a bath with it, whatever you want to do. So I am thinking about, pondering about what it is that I want to let go of. I'm going to write that down. Monday night, since the moon is peaking so late, I think I'll probably put a little table outside and some candles, write down what it is that I want to transform. I might even burn it just because Pluto's all about burning things, right? So have fun with it and really take this opportunity to make a change in your life. Scorpio wants you to feel good and to release the old stuff that doesn't work anymore. So looking at the chart for the week ahead, we have a lot of Taurus energy. There's a stellium in the sign of Taurus, which means a stellium is when 3 or more planets are in a sign. And we have the Sun, Uranus, Venus, and Mercury. So the Sun, who we are, Uranus, the planet of unpredictable change and genius insight, Venus, which we've already talked about, and Mercury, how we communicate. So those are all there in that sign of Taurus. So let me look at my notes and make sure I've said everything I want to say to you. So Mercury is really close to, it's conjunct with Uranus and Venus. So you really want to write down your ideas, your genius ideas. Uranus, again, rules the sign Aquarius, which is considered the genius of the zodiac. So write down your ideas because you never know, they may come in handy later. So just keep a notebook, jot things down as they come up. With the full moon in Scorpio, this is in addition to picking something to release, it's a really great time to connect and communicate with your ancestors. So on my little table that I put outside, I think I'm going to put a picture of my grandparents too that I would like to connect with more and more. And also with Mercury, very, very close there, we can really, that's the planet of communication. So there's a lot of communication energy going on. So Mars, the planet of action, how we get things done, has moved into the sign of Cancer. And Cancer rules the home, all those nurturing feelings. And so you really want to think about what makes you feel nurtured. Then we've got this lot of Taurus energy, Venus energy, so making your home beautiful. This is a great time for it. Personally, I've been transplanting all my plants lately. Taurus is earth energy, and it makes me happy, and it makes my home feel beautiful. So this is a great time to really be looking through your home and how you can make it more aligned to yourself. Also, with Mars and Cancer, you want to listen to your deep feelings because Cancer is deep. It's a well of emotions. So listen to what's coming up to the surface. Pay attention. Maybe jot that down in your notebook too. So I think that's everything I wanted to talk to you about. I encourage you to listen to Sheila Height's astrology report that we share. She is our expert astrologer, and you can get a little more information from her report. I have in front of me, I picked a couple versions of the Empress card because when I think about Taurus, I think about the Empress. It's related in tarot to the sign Taurus, to Venus. And I got a couple versions here, a couple different artist versions. Here's one inlaid in gold. It's just so beautiful. And the Empress is seen pregnant because she's always giving birth to something new, something beautiful. So this is a great creative time. Here's another version of her with her crown on. Beautiful piece of jewelry, beautiful flowers. Here's another one. She's usually seen lounging. So be kind to yourself. See what emotions are coming up about the idea of lounging and being kind to yourself, or buying yourself a beautiful piece of jewelry. What incorrect information are you still carrying around about yourself or about caring for yourself? I've talked about the sticker that we have in stock here called Self-Care Isn't Selfish. Where are you still thinking that it is? So just question those things, have some fun with it. Now, also with the full Scorpio moon, I've picked a couple death cards out that I really like. Yes, I'm one of those weirdos who loves the death card. I think it's a great card to come up in a reading. It's transformation. It's related to the planet Pluto. It's related to Scorpio, which this is the full Scorpio moon. So this is a really special time to transform your life for the better. Here's a couple versions. This is from the Tattoo Tarot. It reminds me of like a Grateful Dead poster. She's crying and death is saying, shh, it's okay. The new day is dawning. Let go of something that you've been holding on to for a long time. I'm thinking so far I'm ready to let go of these anxious feelings that I carry. I don't even know what it is I'm anxious about, and transform that into something more grounded, calmer. So those are the kind of things that you want to put on your list. Here's another death card. Look at that one. Isn't that amazing? There's an opportunity there to transform your life. So I'm going to put these cards back into the decks that I'm working with. I have the Everyday Witch deck, the Tattoo Tarot, and the Light Seers. Some of my favorite decks. And I'm going to pick some cards randomly, so I want you to choose a pile. I've decided to use jewelry today since it is Taurus season to represent the piles. So pile number 1, I have this beautiful yellow turquoise. It's on a leather cuff. We have these in stock. I think they're $35. I'm actually wearing one, a smaller version here. And so the yellow turquoise, let's see, I have some notes here. Very positive energy. That's what I felt first off. I was like, I hardly ever wear yellow. It feels so bright and cheery. So that feels good to me. It also enhances communication. And so I definitely was looking to enhance communication with my ancestors. It helps with creativity, intuition. It's very protective, and it has to do with the solar plexus. Okay, so that's pile number 1. Pile number 2, we have this beautiful one that says, follow your heart, right? My t-shirt says, live the life you love. So that will be pile number 2. And then pile number 3, look how pretty this is. I thought it was turquoise at first, but it's actually regalite. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Or regalite, I like that version better. And it's actually jasper. And so it's considered the stone of stability. It brings clarity, compassion, peace, love. It's extremely emotionally soothing, and it helps calm anxiety. So pick the pile that you're drawn to, and let's get started on this powerful full moon full Scorpio moon, transformational week. Let's get started. Okay, I'm back with pile number 1. This beautiful yellow turquoise cuff bracelet. Positive energy, protection, I like that. Creativity, feels like a very creative week with Venus so in the forefront. Okay, so I've got 3 different decks here. I have randomly chosen these cards. I have not looked at them yet, so let's get started. King of Wands starting us off. King of Fire, King of Passion, talking about positive energy. I love that he's a blue jean king, t-shirt, blue jeans. Very powerful. He does what he wants. He lives the life that he loves. He lives it passionately, very positive. It's the Queen of Cups. Some royalty going on here to start us off. Queen of Emotion, we know that we have Mars in Cancer, so we definitely need to listen to our emotions that are coming up. This is also a good time to make good boundaries. And the Queen of Cups is completely in touch with her feelings. Open channel. Here's the Ten of Cups. Such a happy card. This is often called the Happy Family card. Such joy. I feel so much joy radiating from this reading so far. It's the High Priestess. So she's related to the sign Cancer. She's ruled by the moon. So she's very intuitive, extremely intuitive. She follows that intuition. She trusts it. It leads her. She's the High Priestess. She's in a powerful position. She speaks directly to her higher power. And so can you. The Scorpio moon, full moon, it's a water sign. She is related to a water sign. So trust the things that are coming up now. You can receive powerful messages from the other side. Here's the Ace of Pentacles. And I really see this simply as buy yourself something beautiful and new for you, only you. Here's the Page of Wands, the sly fox there. So coming in the background, it just feels fun. It feels passionate, it feels fun, and you have to carve that time out for yourself. It's a good week for it. Here's the Tower card. This is like one of my favorite versions because look at her face. She's just like, yep, I did it. And she's letting something, she used her power, her bolt of lightning to destroy something that no longer works. So we have Aquarius, the sunrise chart for this week, Aquarius is midheaven. Aquarius is related to that lightning bolt. It's related to the planet Uranus. Change, quick, coming in, quick change. And so it's there, let's use it for the best. Let things be cleared out of our way that no longer work, that are no longer of value to us. Here's the Nine of Pentacles, although it looks so much like the Empress card. It's like a minor arcana version of the Empress. Everything's there, everything's in bloom. She's got her book. She's put down her witch hat and her witch broom, and she's actually picked up a glass of wine, and she's enjoying her life. So let's break apart those ways of thinking that tell us that we're not allowed to do that, because the Tower is related, again, to Aquarius, to Uranus, which is an air sign. Thinking. Our logical mind will tell us, no, there's more work to do, there's more to do. This is a great time for you to lounge, to relax, to be creative, to enjoy. It's springtime here in New England. It's gorgeous out. And here's the Knight of Swords. So he's kind of full speed ahead, but I'm seeing it as more like reading and writing and pursuing the things that are art for you. And just write things down. You don't know when they're going to come in handy later, because that Uranus energy is very forward. It's futuristic. So you don't know later in the future, those things that you've written down, that insight that you've written down can come in handy. I'm going to pull a couple more cards for you for this week. What is important for you to know? I see a lot of positive energy here. And trusting your emotions, taking some downtime, enjoying, getting outside, the nice comfy chair, lounging, and whatever your version of enjoyment. Here's the Hierophant. So this is card number 5. This is the card of the year for 2021. 2021 equals 5. And it's a card of change. It also looks like the stairway to heaven. And we know that the Scorpio moon gives us a chance to connect with the other side, like we talked about. And it's like with such joy. He's just like so joyful. So have fun with this. Don't take this too seriously. Just enjoy it. Pay attention to your dreams, because a lot of the messages will come, watery messages of Scorpio will come in through your dreams. And here's the Chariot, another water card related to Cancer, ruled by the moon, full speed ahead. So information is being brought to you. Have fun, enjoy it, take time out for yourself, do something creative, buy yourself something beautiful, enjoy some resting. Have fun. Page of Wands again. Just go do something playful. All right, you're gonna have a great week. I'll see you next week. Okay, I'm here with pile number 2. We've got this cool leather cuff that says, follow your heart. See that? This is $35. Not bad for a cool piece of jewelry. All right, so let's talk about your week ahead, what you need to know. And I'm working with 3 different decks. I have not looked at any of these cards. This is a spontaneous reading. Starting off strong with a major arcana, the Hermit. The Hermit is always looking for his own truth. I love that it's like just suspended in air. Looks so beautiful. It kind of reminds me of the idea of like putting out like an altar on the full moon and just like lighting some candles and enjoying the magic of being outside and on this magical evening and making a statement to the universe about your truth, about what no longer serves you. Sometimes we'll do it in my family where like I'll make the altar and then I'll send each person out on their own, out to the altar to make their own private time, their own statement. Just the King of Cups. He would be a Scorpio king. And he's just in this beautiful meditative state, so calm, so soothing, envisioning the life that he wants, the emotions, the feelings that he wants to feel. And here's the Ace of Cups. So everything just feels so soothing. And with this follow your heart, it's like really trust the messages that are coming up. We know that Mercury is really close to Venus. We know that it's very close to the sun. We can start getting these messages. We know that Scorpio is really deep emotion that's coming up. So really just take note, take time, take just that gentleness of listening. And you know, sometimes I think of meditation as so like, oh boy, I gotta meditate. It's just relax, just close your eyes for a minute, just have the silence for a second so that things can come up to the surface, those feelings, those thoughts, those beautiful creative ideas. Here's the Four of Wands. Looks beautiful. As I was saying earlier, I feel like I've just been like, you know, it's spring, so it's like you want to plant stuff, and I've been transplanting my plants and kind of just like rearranging my house to make it more comfy and more alive. And this is just like flower arranging, just bringing beauty into your life. And it's a 4, so 4 is often related to like a pause. Take that pause, take that time out for yourself. Little things. Maybe you buy yourself some flowers this week and just arrange it pretty. Here's the Star. She's an Aquarian card related to Uranus. And so we know there's some Uranus activity this week. There's some unpredictable energies that can come in, ideas that can just flash because it's air energy, it rules the mind. These insights that can just pop in. Allow that to happen. And it feels so calming. She's wearing white. She's being purified, letting go of the things that don't work anymore. Yeah, and here's some of the things that don't work anymore. There's the Ten of Swords. You can see that. There's a little glare. Yeah, no more self-sabotaging yourself, overcommitting, overthinking. It's enough. Sometimes the Ten of Swords reminds me of acupuncture. Like an energetic shift. It's there for you. A 10 is the highest point in the minors. So when a 10 switches to a 1, there's something new. And it's actually, I placed it here right next to the Ace of Cups, a 1. So it's maxed out. The suffering is maxed out. Here's the Four of Swords going in, allowing that transformation, stepping out. And it looks like, you know, things are burning. It kind of reminds me of the Scorpio, the Pluto energy. That just let the things that don't work just burn and clear it out and move. And you're going to go move higher, move up the ladder, higher thinking. Temperance, major arcana, related to Sagittarius, ruled by the planet Pluto, or I'm sorry, planet Jupiter, planet of luck and blessings and expansion. And so this looks like such a beautiful week for you. This is actually related to 2021. It's one of the cards of the year, the Hierophant and Temperance. The Temperance is card number 14. 1 and 4 is 5. 2021 equals the number 5. It's a 5-year. It's a year of change. And I love this because it's like such a balance card, right? She's doing like tree pose, yoga pose. She's winking at you. And she's got everything in the background. She's got everything from cupcakes and a laptop to what looks like a dirty martini to carrots and a book. And so it's playful. There's a balance. It doesn't have to be so strict. Health is about a little bit of everything. And here's the Page of Swords. It's just showing up, new ideas, new thoughts, writing things down, starting a new book, enjoying, and just letting the old stuff that doesn't serve you anymore transform. So sit with it, please, and think about, allow what needs to be transformed to be told to you. Write it down. If you have a chance to get out there under the full moon tonight, do so. Tell the universe that you're ready to transform that and make room for all these new things that you want to bring in. And have a really nice mellow, just feel mellow, living from your heart, knowing that the suffering that's ending for you now. That joy is coming forward, that beauty. You're going to choose beauty and allow the thoughts that don't serve you to go, and don't be so extreme. It's about balance. It's about having fun. And you can have the carrot juice, and you can have the book, and you can have the cupcakes. Just enjoy it. Have a good week. Okay, pile number 3, Regalite. Looks like turquoise, but it's actually a version of jasper. Jasper comes in so many different colors. This is $35. We have those in stock. And so we know that jasper is the stone of stability. It is about clarity, compassion, peace, love, all that wonderful stuff. And it's emotionally soothing. Sounds good to me. Okay. Week ahead, fabulous full moon week, transformational week, Taurus energy. So we're going to be extra kind to ourselves, take care of ourselves in just the ways that work for us. We're going to rest and relax and recharge, even if it's only in small increments. but you're making a statement to the universe about the way that you want to be treated, and it starts with the way you treat yourself. Let's see what cards we have going on. Oh, we're starting off strong with the Fool card. Aquarian card. The Fool is what the whole tarot deck is about. He is divinely guided and deeply blessed. He goes out on his journey. He trusts his higher power. He trusts the messages that he's receiving. And to live this joyful life, to learn, to get out there and live. I love that it's a woman. She's holding, looks like an amethyst in her hand. There's a Chariot card. Ruled by this, associated with the sign Cancer, ruled by the moon. Card number, major arcana number 7, your spiritual path, being pulled along, pulled forward by being true to it. And then here's the moon card. So we're starting off with 3 major arcanas for you. So definitely trusting the messages that are coming up this week. It's such watery energy. The full moon is a full water moon. There's things that can bubble up to the surface. Pay attention. She's the Queen of Swords, and she wants you to write it down, the things that are coming up. She's also the Queen of Boundaries. I think of her as that. And so we know that one of the things, Mars being in the sign Cancer, we have to make good boundaries. Sometimes water energy can just kind of like morph into other people very easily, pick up their stuff. So you want to have good boundaries that you're not taking on other people's garbage or other people's responsibilities. Here's the Queen of Swords again. Yep, she wants you to do it. She wants you to write. She wants you to express yourself. She wants you to communicate with yourself and with others. And this week we talked about with your ancestors for sure. So, and the boundary thing. I'm feeling the boundary thing for you. There's the King of Cups. And he's got great boundaries. Look at his little island. He's very joyful. He's not afraid to reach deep into emotion. But he knows the limits, and he knows when to not get involved with other people's stories too much. He's like a therapist. He would be, I think of him as a therapist. He can help you and delve in to your emotions without taking it on for himself. Here's the Two of Wands. So I'm putting this in the future position, and he's got the world in his hand, thinking about what he wants. Get out there under that full moon. Start making statements about what you want from the universe and what you are willing to let go of to make room for the things that you want. Also, it's a 2, so it's about relationships. Really taking a good look at the relationships you're in, and especially the relationship that you have with yourself. How are you treating yourself? It's Taurus energy. There's a stellium in Taurus. A lot. I think it's like 40% of our energies in Taurus right now. So almost half of who we are is really what's in the forefront. How are you treating yourself? And here's another card number 2. It's the High Priestess. Love her. So she has her eyes closed. She is ruled by the moon. She trusts the intuitive messages that are coming in. They're not coming in visually, they're coming in through her emotions, through her connection with her higher power. Take the time out to feel that, feel what's coming. And in the process, you may be able to feel your ancestors. And here's the Queen of Wands. She's so joyful. I love her. So, yeah, she's got her black cat there. She's got this light shining from her hand. She is full of joy. So be kind to yourself this week. Be open to the information that's coming into you and through you, through your emotions, what's coming up. Please write it down. Please communicate it with your loved ones in a kind, gentle, calm, clear way. If you work with a therapist, and I hope you do, I'm all for therapy. It's a great week to go. And really take a look at how you're treating yourself. And it's going to reflect into your other relationships too. It's going to mirror, but it starts with you. Be kind to yourself this week. Do something nice for yourself. Not just this week, but especially this week. Take advantage of this full Scorpio moon to make a transformation in your life. Don't let the universe just choose for you what's going to transform. Make a statement of what you'd like it to be and harness that energy so it can pull you forward. The Chariot card. Pull you forward and let it pull you forward in the direction that you want. Have a fun week. It's dynamic time. Enjoy.